Alright, so we have our new bar ends, the bar end mirrors, the Puig sliders. So now let's try to get rid of that fender. So I just opened up the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit. It's a nice piece of kit right here. On my last bike I had a Vagabond Fender Eliminator kit, because I'm not really big on replacing the stock turn signals or license plate light. But for some reason the Yoshimura kit kind of forces you to use their license plate light. That was a nice thing about the Vagabond. You know, you can just take off all the stock turn signal, rear turn signals, and the stock rear license plate light, and just reuse it. You know, the Yoshi kit forced me to do a little bit of rewiring for some reason. Let's see what we have here. Some zip ties, bolts. These are the brackets to reuse the stock turn signals, which should be fine. Stickers. I'll add this to my collection. I have tons of Revzilla stickers. They used to send me stickers every time I ordered something. Okay, so one of the things I didn't even realize is this little retaining bracket here holds the seat in place. But, okay. So we figured out how to do that. So we got a bunch of okay, so here's a tip if you're installing the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit. So I've removed, you know, the seat, took the rear fender off. Of course, you're going to reuse the side indicators. You know, that's pretty straightforward. They're going to plug back in. You're going to reuse the same connectors. But the one thing you do have to do is cut the wire from the stock license plate light. You know, you're going to cut that wire and then connect that to the Yoshimura license plate light. But the problem is, from the harness, both wires are black, you know, so you don't know which one is a true hot and which one is ground. So you before you put the solder kit on and the butt connectors and all that stuff, you just want to hook them up. So I put a little bit of electrical tape on one of the black sides, and I initially hooked that up to the black side of the Yoshimura kit. So the black and red here are the Yoshimura wires, and it didn't come on, so evidently it was reversed. So I swapped them out, and you just do a quick test, you know. Now I see that, you know, the black electrical tape part of the harness needs to go to red, and then regular black goes to black. So just save yourself some time. You could hook this whole thing up, solder the connectors, and you know, try to turn it on and it won't even come on. So that's just a little tip for folks doing the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit on a 2022 Z900. We've almost assembled the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit. Just a lot of pieces. You know, I like the Vagabond kit. It's just one piece, You just attach the lights and the stock license plate light, and you're done. The Yoshimura, you know, you gotta piece the actual license plate frame with the side mirror. I mean the side indicator light brackets to the actual frame that connects to the bike. So it's just like multiple pieces, and so I'm gonna have to align all this stuff. It's a bit of a pain. I'm quite sure it's gonna look nice once it goes on the bike, but just, you know, one too many steps you gotta do to kind of get things right. So let's go ahead and try to align this, and then we'll mount it up on the bike. And then we'll have the first wave of updates done. Yeah, so I'm actually really starting to get annoyed with the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit. You know, so I'm putting this thing together, and you know, finally have everything kind of lined up. The wires connected. You know, I had to splice into my my license plate light for no reason. You know, had a perfectly good rear license plate light LED. You know, there's a whole bunch of pieces that you have to connect. It's not a single unit. And I was thinking, okay, we're getting close to finishing this thing off. And then I realized the actual license plate is part of the frame. I mean, I can't even have this, I have, you know, without putting the actual plate on. So I got to take all this stuff off. Just a pain. It is a pain. You know, you got to remove the whole. Because I actually put the actual license in the frame. The license is actually integral to the whole kit, which is a pain. So you have a swap, you know, license plates, need to put a new tag on. You essentially have to disassemble the, you know, the whole Fender Eliminator kit. There was one thing I didn't notice at first, these little aluminum spacers. So these will help us kind of fit this a little bit more flush underneath of the tail of the motorcycle, because it does have a little bump out. You know, the original Fender Eliminator has a little cutout in the plastic, which of course this metal version does not have. So we are almost home free. Let's try to hook this up. Second, so we do have a little space on the side that we can run our wires through. Yeah, I'll clean that up once get these things routed. Have to be careful pulling the rest of that through. Make sure I don't mess anything up there. So essentially I'm just pulling the plastic back. So we have the wires coming in. Probably gonna tie them up nicely, but let's connect everything first before we button all this stuff up. Make sure we have Good connections going on. There we go, looking good. Yep, that's clean. That's a clean setup now. Got rid of that stop fender. Yeah. Frame sliders, the mirrors, nice clean profile. Next thing is to get rid of that stock silencer, and we have something on order. All my tank grips should be here in about a week. So we got a few more things. All right, so we're gonna clean up these wires, button this thing back up. It's looking good.
So I pulled over to take some pictures. Evidently, I did not finish tightening the bolts to the tail tidy, to the Fender Eliminator. And I felt something a little while ago that could have been crazy. See if the lights still even work. Yeah, it's still plugged in. What the hell? So I never finished tightening the bolts. It's crazy. Man, that was an ordeal. We hooked up the tail tidy over the weekend, but I forgot to tighten it, so it came loose while I was out for the ride. Had to stop at Home Depot to get straight. But we back in business now. And get back to the Sunday ride.